Okie doke, so as you can see, my hair is bleached now. It actually turned out pretty good, like it says in this area. This is one of the reasons that they talk about Chromasilk being permanent, that it doesn't lift out. So you can see that there's still pink left from the dye from before. I have decided what I'm going to do, and my general plan is to go, I know it's a little early, but it's going to last for 6 to 8 weeks. So I am going holiday theme, and one of the things that my husband loved to do was Christmas tree design. So the general idea of this is going to be Christmas tree. So I'm going to start with some green, and I'm just smearing green around, no rhyme or reason. For this, I am not using the Chromasilk because it doesn't have a very green. Its green is more of a turquoise, and I want the vibrant green that you'd associate with Christmas trees. So and yep, you're seeing right, I'm just using a gloved hand and pouring the green. I'm using Adore. I don't know how well this green is going to last. I bought it actually a while ago, and I don't think I used it, so I don't remember how well this green does. I know the Chromasilk works really good, but I've had some luck with this brand before. Before I found the Chromasilk, I used this a lot. I've tried all kinds of things over the years. I've tried Kool-Aid. The only things that really work with dyeing your hair is, one trick is to not wash. You wash your hair as seldom as possible. At one point in my life, I washed my hair every day. And you cannot have vibrant colors in your hair and wash your hair every day. It will not work. Now, I wash my hair probably every 2 to 3 weeks. And kind of one of the really sad things is the colors actually stand out better and look brighter when my hair is a little dirty with natural oils. The oils make the colors brighter. So the other trick that I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to probably leave this dye in my hair for probably at least 7 days before I wash it. And that's why you don't want to put too much on, because you don't want it in globs or anything. You want it just enough to cover the hair. And depending on how it dries, if I have to tonight, I'll wear a shower cap to bed. But other than that, I'll just use an old pillowcase. So if it stains the pillowcase, so what? Not really hurting anything. And if it's done right, it actually stays in the hair, at least depending on the brand of dyes you use. Now my hubby, when he did my hair, he used we've a paintbrush. For years we used Q-tips, and then we moved on to actual paint brushes, and they were easier to clean, and he got better detail. But since I've had to start doing my hair myself, I find that I have much better control over my fingers, and I can feel what I'm doing, and it just seems easier. And I'm wearing a glove anyway, so what the hey. And even when I'm doing the back, what I'm going for, like I have with a lot of my hair, is the feel. The wet hair feels a little different than the dry hair. So I can kind of get an idea. But as you can see, I'm not actually looking at the back. And of course my hardest side is this side over here because I'm right-handed. So it tends to get missed a little bit more. So I got to keep that in mind. Of course, the nice thing about like this type of dye is it actually smells really nice, you know, because you know. So I think that's enough green. So now I'm actually going to go to the Chromasilk. And this is the Chromasilk. This is their green, and like I don't know if you can see how well that's going to show up, but that's kind of more of a turquoise. Obviously, this stuff is this is more pasty. The other was more liquidy. And what I'm doing now is I'm hoping by, even though this is kind of a turquoise, I'm mixing it in with the other green to help give the green two tones for a little bit of depth and contrast. People might not realize it's there. They might not actually even really see the other color, but it'll make it just look nicer. And of course, since we're going through with Christmas tree design, even though it's going to be kind of a bluish color, that should still work. And yeah, I'm just going with the flow, looking around, seeing what looks good to me. And then when I'm doing the back of my head, I'm just trying to remember where I put some, and then make sure that again, that I kind of stagger it and give it the type of look that I want. So that's all I'm going to do with that color. And of course, it's not Christmas without some red. I do have a mirror here below the camera so that I can see what I'm doing. Of course, this is kind of the fun part, just, you know, go with the flow, see what feels fun. I remember once I had somebody do my hair. She was a graphic designer, and she had used different shades of brown, and she had even like cut out a stencil to try to use on my head, but unfortunately the colors just didn't take, and it basically just dyed my whole head brown. And she'd spent so much time trying to get a fun look. Again, she wasn't obviously a hairdresser or anything. She was just somebody I knew at one of the places I worked, and she thought it would be fun to try doing some design on my head since I didn't mind. And now I'm going to do some purple. Purple's my favorite color, so I can hardly do anything without some purple. Even though you don't, well, nowadays you see more purple Christmas decorations. When I was little, you couldn't find purple Christmas decorations anywhere. But it's a little more common now. And maybe that's because purple was just a hard color to make. I don't know. But I love purple. But I'm not afraid of color. I'm open to, well, as you can see behind me, my my orange wall. I'm very happy with that. I think it turned out really well. The room we're in is our living room / bedroom. Even though we live in a house, it's kind of more like an efficiency where everything's in one room except for the bathroom. So okay, so I do feel a need to use a bit of orange. Kind of for the brightness. And of course, it may not be looking real bright right this second, because I got it on too thick. Now I have to I'm running out of fingers. I guess I could always go wash my hand. This color is blue. I'm not going to use a whole lot. Alrighty, I think I'm pretty happy with what I've got right now. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. So, dyeing my own hair. Kinda sucks. I wish my hubby could do it, but he can't.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah, he would. This was one of his favorite things, was when we would go around, he'd say, "She's my Christmas tree." So, in honor of him, green Christmas tree. So here's the finished product. This is the next day. Hopefully it'll last a long time.